Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram. Jaya Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari. Nitai Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Okay, so we're going to recite this Nityananda Ashtakam. Okay, so we're going to recite this Nityananda Ashtakam. It's 8 verses, glorifying Shri Nityananda Prabhu. And we can read this together. And okay, so Sharachandra-bhrantim Spuradamalakantim Gajagatim Hari-premonmatam Dhrita-paramasatvam Smitamukham Sada Gurnanetram Karakalitavetram Kalibidam Bhaje Nityanandam Bhajanatarukantam Niravadi Rasanamagaram Svajanagana Sarvasvamatulam Tadiyaika prana pratima vasuda janavapatim Sada premonmata paramaviditam mandamanasam Bhaje Nityanandam Bhajanatarukantam Niravadi. Next one. Sache sunu preshthang nikhila jagadishtham sukhamayam kalau majja jiva tarana karano dama karunam Hare Rakyanatva Pavajaladikarvo Natiharam Bhaje Nityanandam Bhajanatarukantam Niravati Aye Bratarinam Kalikalushinam Kinnubhavita Tatha prayaschitam rachaya yadanaya sataime vrajanti tvamitam sahga bhavatam mantrayatiyo Bhaje Nityanandam Bhajanatarukantam Niravadi Yatishtam re brahata kuru hari hari dvanamanisham tato vasamsaharam buddhitaranadayo mai lagit idam bahu spotar atatiratayanya pratigraham Bhaje Nityanandam Bhajanatarukantam Niravadi Balat Sangsarambo Nidhiharana Kumbodbhavamaho Satam Shreya Sindhun Nati Kumudabandum Samuditam Kala Shrini Spurchat Timirahara Surya Prabhamaham Bhaje Nityanandam Bhajanatarukantam Niravadi Natantam Gayantam Anubhadantam Patipati Vajantam Pashyantam Swamapi Nadayantam Janaganan Prakurvantam Santam Sakarunadrigantam Prakalanat Bhaje Nityananda Bhajanatarukantam Niravadi Subhibranam Bratu Karasarasijam Komalataram Mito Vaktra Lokach Chalita Paramananda Hridayam Brahmantam Madhuryay Ahaha Madhayanta Purajanan Bhaje Nityanandam Bhajanataru-kandam niravadi. Next one. Rasanamadaram Rasikavarasadvaishnavadhanam Rasagaram saram Patitatataram Smaranatam Param Nityandashta Kamidamapurvam Patatiyas Tadangridvandvabjam Spuratu nitaram tasya hridaye Bhaje Nityanandam Bhajanataru-kandam niravadi. So we can read the translation as well. I perpetually worship Sri Nityananda Prabhu, the root of the Krishna Bhakti tree, whose bright face mocks the full autumn moon, whose pure complexion glistens, whose gait is like that of a maddened elephant, who is always intoxicated in Krishna prema, who embodies pure spiritual energy, whose face holds a gentle smile, whose eyes are always rolling due to his absorption in Krishna prema, whose lotus hand holds a glowing staff, and who, by the performance of Nama Sankirtan, pierces the influence of Kali Yuga. I perpetually worship Sri Nityananda Prabhu, the root of the Krishna Bhakti tree, who is the mainstay of all the rasas, who is everything to his devotees, who is beyond compare, who is the master of both Vasudha and Janava Devi, who consider him more dear than their own lives, who is always mattered in Krishna prema, and who is unknown only to those of meager intelligence.
I perpetually worship Sri Nityananda Prabhu, the root of the Krishna Bhakti tree, who is very dear Sri Sachinandana, who is worshipped by the entire universe, who is the embodiment of happiness, who possesses infinite mercy for delivering souls who are drowning in the age of Kali, and who by performing of Sri Harinam Sankirtan thwarts the progressing false pride of the ocean of repeated birth and death. I perpetually worship Sri Nityananda Prabhu, the root of the Krishna Bhakti tree, who said to Sri Krishna Chaitanya, "He, brother Gauranga, what will be the destination of the sinful souls of Kali Yuga, and how will they be redeemed? Please devise a method by which they will easily attain you." I perpetually worship Sri Nityananda Prabhu.
I perpetually worship Sri Nityananda Prabhu, the root of the Krishna Bhakti tree, who wandered around Bengal and approaching the door of each and every home, raised his arms up high and exclaimed, "O brothers, all of you should eternally perform Sri Harinam Sankirtan together. By doing so, I will take the responsibility to deliver you all from the ocean of material existence."
I eternally worship Sri Nityananda Prabhu, the root of the Krishna Bhakti tree, who is the Agastya Muni who forcibly swallows the ocean of repeated birth and death, who is rising full moon which increases the ocean of the saintly persons' welfare, and who is a sun which dissipates the darkness of ignorance cast by the various classes of miscreants.
I eternally worship Sri Nityananda Prabhu, the root of Krishna Bhakti tree, who wandered on every path in Bengal, dancing, singing and calling out, "Hari Bol, Hari Bol," and who lovingly bestowed merciful sidelong glances upon those who were not compassionate to even their own selves.
I perpetually worship Sri Nityananda Prabhu, the root of the Krishna Bhakti tree, who held the supremely soft lotus hand of his brother Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, whose heart became filled with the highest bliss when the two brothers gazed into each other's faces, and who wandered here and there, delighting the townspeople with his sweetness.
May Sri Nityananda Prabhu place his lotus feet in the heart of one who lovingly recites this unprecedented Nityananda Staka, which is the reservoir of rasa, greatest treasure of the most exalted Rasika Vaishnavas, and the storehouse of essence of Bhakti Rasa. This Ashtaka is sung in the melody known as Shikharani. Hare Krishna. You've been singing already, right? Did you sing? What did you sing? Okay, maybe we should sing Nitai Pada Kamala. Actually, we have better mridanga players than me. I'll just play kartal. And I think I can actually see it now that I had my eye operation. We'll see. It's a very special, wonderful day today. Lord Nityananda's appearance day is one of our holiest days. Did you do Nitai Gunamani? Okay, Nitai Padakamala, good. Nitai Padakamala Koti Chandra Shushitala Jechaya Jagato Juraya Nitai Pada Heno Nitai Bine Bhai Radha Krishna Paite Nai Dridha Kori Dharo Nitai Pai Shesham bandha nahi ja Britha janma gelota She pashu boro durachar Nitai na bolilo mukhe Majilo samsara sukhe Vidya kule kikori betar Ahankare mata hoya Nitai pada pasharya
Ashatyere Shatya Korimani. Nitaya Karuna Habe Braje Radha Krishna Pabe Dharo Nitai Charana Dhukani. Charana Dukhani Nitaya Charana Satya Tahara Shebaka Nitya Nitai Pada Shada Koro Asha. Narotama baro dukhi nitai more koro shuki rakho ranga charanera pasha. Translation. The lotus feet of Lord Nityananda are a shelter where one will get the soothing moonlight, not only of one, but of millions of moons. If the world wants to have real peace, it should take shelter of Lord Nityananda. Unless one takes shelter under the shade of the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda, it will be very difficult for him to approach Radha Krishna. If one actually wants to enter into the dancing party of Radha Krishna, he must firmly catch hold of the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda. There's a very important point that Narottam Das Thakur is making in this song, that we can't think we can jump over and approach the pastimes of Radha and Krishna without taking shelter of Lord Nityananda, and also in other songs, the 6 Goswamis, we need their blessings and so forth. Anyone who has not established his relationship with Nityananda Prabhu is understood to have spoiled his valuable human birth. Such a human being is actually an uncontrollable animal. Because he never uttered the holy name of Nityananda, he has become merged into so-called material happiness. What can his useless education and family tradition do to help him? In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami was initiated by Lord Nityananda in a dream. He was sent to Vrindavan to take sannyas. You know the story that one of Lord Nityananda's associates, his name was Miniketana Ramadas. And he had a whip, actually. I think it was a whip. No, a flute. There was another Ramadas who had a whip. And if he touched you with his whip, you would get ecstatic love. But this Miniketana Ramadas had a flute, and he came to a Sankirtan festival at the house of Krishnadas Kaviraj's brother, and the pujari was offering puja to deity, and when Miniketana Ramadas came in, the pujari didn't stop and offer respects to Miniketana Ramadas, one of Lord Nityananda's personal associates. And the great Vaishnava understood that it was because this pujari didn't really have faith in Lord Nityananda. And he began to speak out and say, I see that this is a second Romaharshan Sutta. You don't really know how to properly respect Lord Balaram, and you think that you can just go on worshiping the deity and you don't have to stop. So, Krishnadas Kaviraj's brother tried to intervene and make peace of the situation, and actually took the part of the pujari rather than defer to the great Mahabhagavat devotee who is an eternal associate of Lord Nityananda, Nitya-siddha associate. And Minikatana broke his flute and left. And Krishnadas Kaviraj's brother fell down. But Krishnadas Kaviraj had stood up for Minikatana Ramadas and said that you can't accept Lord Chaitanya and not accept Lord Nityananda. These two brothers are like one body, and to accept one without the other is like the philosophy of accepting half a hen. You want to accept this side that lays the eggs, but you don't want to feed this side that eats. So that night in a dream, Lord Nityananda came to Krishnadas Kaviraj, and he was surrounded by these devotees, and he was in a blackish form, and he was singing the holy name, Hare Krishna, at a very low, deep voice, and the devotees were fanning him, and he was, I think he was holding a flute, he was dancing. There's a picture of it in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. But anyway, he told Krishnadas to go to Vrindavan, and there you will attain all things. And immediately, Krishnadas didn't even bother to make any arrangements or sell his property or anything like that. He just left, and he went to Vrindavan. And there he got the shelter of Rupa and Sanatana Goswami and Raghunath Das Goswami, and lived his life as a Goswami in Vrindavan with no property or anything. But there's an important point that we have to establish a relationship with Lord Nityananda. We can't think, oh, my relationship is just with Krishna or is just with Lord Chaitanya. We have to have a relationship with Lord Nityananda, who is none other than Balaram. And he's Krishna's first expansion. And Lord Nityananda is always satisfying all of Lord Chaitanya's desires and serving him nicely and making arrangements for him. So anyway, let me finish this song. Being maddened after false prestige and identification with the body, one is thinking, oh, what is Nityananda? What can he do for me? So that's the wrong way we should think. People think like that I'll pray to God and then God will give me what I want. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Like John F. Kennedy said, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. So Narottam Das Thakur is telling us here, don't ask, who is this Lord Nityananda, what can he do for me? Ask, what can I do for him? And they're thinking like that, oh, I don't care. The result is that he is accepting something false to be truth. If you actually want to approach the association of Radha Krishna, you must first achieve the mercy of Lord Nityananda. When he is merciful to you, then you will be able to approach Radha Krishna. Therefore, you should firmly grasp the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda. So the people in general are taking this world of material sense gratification to be the truth. They're thinking that the things that they're doing in this material world are very important, and their arrangements they're making for sense gratification are very important, even though everything is very temporary and insignificant. And they're thinking they can find happiness in this way by changing their material position. Hare Krishna. And Hare Krishna, Victoria. And Narottam Das Thakur is telling us the unfortunate position of those who have no faith in Lord Nityananda, that they become absorbed in materialism, and they're not able to approach Radha and Krishna. But the mercy of Lord Nityananda makes it very easy to approach Radha and Krishna. You can see what's what. You don't get disturbed or confused about what's really true, what's really eternal, and what's really temporary. So, fourth stanza, the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda are not an illusion, they are a fact. One who engages in the transcendental loving service of Nityananda is also transcendental. Always try to catch the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda. This Narottam Das is very unhappy, therefore I am praying to Lord Nityananda to make me happy. My dear Lord, please keep me close to your lotus feet. So the song is about Lord Nityananda's lotus feet. And of course, a servant always sees his master's feet, and we should meditate on the lotus feet of the Lord for a very long time, and it destroys, such meditation destroys accumulation of sins. The lotus feet is literal. He really has feet. They're transcendental, and we should look at them and their beauty, how they're beautiful and reddish on the bottom. And one time he put his lotus foot on Raghunath Das Goswami's head, and finally Raghunath Das Goswami was able to fulfill his ambition to get away from his household life and get the direct association of Lord Chaitanya. Actually, Lord Chaitanya then gave him to Swarup Damodar as his disciple of Swarup Damodar. And but the lotus feet are it's also significant that it means that we're servants, that we shouldn't think, who is Nityananda, what is he doing for us? Of course, what is he doing for us? He's distributing these books. He's preaching the Krishna consciousness movement. That's Lord Nityananda's business. He's always preaching without any concern. He's in transcendental ecstasy, and in that ecstasy, he's giving Krishna consciousness very freely to people, even without considering who's worthy and who's not worthy, to get this very precious Krishna consciousness. Other people are considering, this one is not high enough, this one is too low, and so forth. But Lord Nityananda was giving Krishna consciousness very freely to everyone. In fact, it's said that he knocked on every door in Bengal. And when people came to the door, he begged them. Sometimes he would fall at their feet and roll on the ground and say, please just chant Hare Krishna. That's the only alms I'm asking you to do. Chant Hare Krishna. So, Narottam Das Thakur, even though he's writing in simple Bengali language, Srila Prabhupada has told us that his bhajans are accepted as authoritative as the Vedas themselves. And he said this also in the famous bhajan Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Dayo Kora More. He also said, Haha Prabhu Nityananda Premananda Sukhi Kripa Balakona Koro Ami Boro Dukhi. So the same thing that he ended this song, that I'm very unhappy, but if you're merciful to me, I'll become happy because you're very happy, and if we'll get the happiness, the mood of Lord Nityananda. So this is the importance of taking shelter of the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda. Lord Nityananda was very important to Srila Prabhupada. And Srila Prabhupada established in Vrindavan, his temple in Vrindavan, the worship of Krishna and Balaram. He said, I established this to show the world that worship of Gaur Nitai is worship of Krishna and Balaram. Lord Nityananda is, what is it? Brajendra Nandera Ye Shachishuta Hoila She Balaram Hoile Nitai. Something like that. I don't speak Bengali, so I might have got it wrong. Hoile, I should have said. But that Narottam is telling us that Krishna himself, the son of the young, youthful prince of Vrindavan, son of Nanda and Yashoda, is actually come as Lord Chaitanya, the son of Mother Sachi. And Lord Nityananda is Balaram. Balaram has come now as Lord Nityananda. And this is a fact. Sometimes people are astonished. One time I was in Berkeley Temple, and I was giving class, and one of the devotees in the temple came up to me, and he said, you should not teach that. You should not teach that Lord Nityananda is really Balaram. He was a little strange guy, and I think he was not initiated in our line, but he's, you shouldn't teach that Lord Chaitanya is really Krishna. But actually it's a fact that Lord Chaitanya really is Krishna. Lord Krishna came 5,000 years ago, and things were very different then. When we read the Mahabharata, there were demigods, Bhishma was the son of Mother Ganga, and there were sages, and all kinds of things were going on that we don't really experience in our daily life today. People lived for 1,000 years. They had weapons that they could make with mantras, and all kinds of things. So when people read about it, it sounds very different. But Lord Chaitanya was here in our time, 500 years ago is not that long. I mean, it seems like a long time, but in the scheme of things, it's not that long. Jagarini and I joined the movement in the 1970s, 40 years ago. So 500 years is not really that long, you know. Time flies. And we're still in the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya now. So I heard that you heard last week about the pastime of how Lord Nityananda went out and he preached to Jagai and Madhai. And this is his pastime, that he gives mercy to even the miscreants, and he made them into great devotees. They became a branch of the Lord Chaitanya tree, and their followers and everything. And so I wanted to read to you one little small passage here from the Madhya Lila. I think it was this one. Just a little tiny passage. I know you hear all of these wonderful pastimes of how Nityananda kicked Shivananda Sena and how he, different funny things, because his personality, if you read the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Bhagavat, you'll see Lord Nityananda has a very special personality. He's always joking and tricky. He broke Lord Chaitanya's danda, he's doing these different things. He's very funny and very, very merciful. But I'm going to talk about some of his personal relationship with Lord Chaitanya a little bit. So text number 59, this is Madhya Lila, chapter 16, the Lord's attempt to go to Vrindavan. So they're in Jagannath Puri now. At the end of the 4-month Chaturmasya period, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu again consulted with Nityananda Prabhu daily in a solitary place. No one could understand what their consultation was about. Then, Srila Advaita Acharya said something to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu through gestures and read some poetic passages which no one understood. Seeing the face of Advaita Acharya, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu smiled. Understanding that the Lord had accepted the proposal, Advaita Acharya started to dance. No one knew what Advaita Acharya requested or what the Lord ordered. After embracing the Acharya, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bade him farewell. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then told Nityananda Prabhu, "Please hear me, O holy man. I now request something of you. Kindly grant my request. Do not come to Jagannath Puri every year, but stay in Bengal and fulfill my desire." Purport. The mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is to spread the only medicine effective in this fallen age of Kali, the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Following the orders of his mother, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was residing at Jagannath Puri, and the devotees were coming to see him. However, the Lord felt that this message must be spread very elaborately in Bengal. And in his absence, there was not a second person capable of doing it. Consequently, the Lord requested Nityananda Prabhu to stay there and broadcast the message of Krishna consciousness. The Lord also entrusted a similar preaching responsibility to Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami in Vrindavan. Nityananda Prabhu was requested not to come every year to Jagannath Puri, although seeing Lord Jagannath greatly benefits everyone. Does this mean that the Lord was refusing Nityananda Prabhu a fortunate opportunity? No. One who is a faithful servant of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu must execute his order, even if one has to sacrifice going to Jagannath Puri to see Lord Jagannath there. In other words, it is a greater fortune to carry out Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's order than to satisfy one's senses by seeing Lord Jagannath. Preaching Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's cult throughout the world is more important than staying in Vrindavan or Jagannath Puri for one's own personal satisfaction. Spreading Krishna consciousness is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission. Therefore, his sincere devotees must carry out his desire. Priti vite acha yata nagaradi gram sarvatra pachara hoibe moranam. The devotees of Lord Chaitanya must preach Krishna consciousness in every village and town in the world. That will satisfy the Lord. It is not that one should act whimsically for his own personal satisfaction. This order comes down through the parampara system, and the spiritual master presents these orders to the disciple so that he can spread the message of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It is the duty of every disciple to carry out the order of the bona fide spiritual master and spread Lord Chaitanya's message all over the world. Text 65. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu continued, "You can perform a task that even I cannot do. But for you, I cannot find anyone in Gaudadesh who can fulfill my mission there." What time is the arati? It starts at 7? Class ends at 7? Okay. Purport. Lord Chaitanya's mission is to deliver the fallen souls of this age. In this age of Kali, practically 10% of the population is fallen. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu certainly delivered many fallen souls, but his disciples mainly came from the upper classes. For example, he delivered Srila Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, and many others who were socially elevated, but fallen from the spiritual point of view. Srila Rupa and Sanatana Goswamis were situated in government service, and Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was the topmost scholar of India. Similarly, Prakashananda Saraswati was a leader of many thousands of Mayavadi sannyasis. It was Srila Nityananda Prabhu, however, who delivered persons like Jagai and Madhai. Therefore, Lord Chaitanya says, "Amara dushkara karma toma hoite hoye." Jagai and Madhai were delivered solely by Nityananda Prabhu's mercy. When they injured Nityananda Prabhu, Lord Chaitanya became angry and decided to kill them with his Sudarshan disc. But Nityananda Prabhu saved them from the Lord's wrath and delivered them. In the incarnation of Gaura Nitai, the Lord is not supposed to kill demons, but is supposed to deliver them by preaching Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna. In the case of Jagai and Madhai, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so angry that he would have immediately killed them, but Nityananda Prabhu was so kind that he not only saved them from death, but elevated them to the transcendental position. Thus, what was not possible for Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was carried out by Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda Prabhu convinced Lord Chaitanya that if you have to kill the demons in this age, you have to kill everyone. And then how will you carry out your mission? So instead, you just kill the demoniac tendency within their hearts and make them lovers of Krishna by spreading the chanting of Krishna consciousness. Similarly, if one is true to Gaura Nitai's service in the disciplic succession, he can even excel Nityananda Prabhu's service. I'll read that again. Similarly, if one is true to Gaura Nitai's service in the disciplic succession, he can even excel Nityananda Prabhu's service. This is the process of disciplic succession. Nityananda Prabhu delivered Jagai and Madhai, but a servant of Nityananda Prabhu, by his grace, can deliver many thousands of Jagais and Madhais. That is the special, Jai Srila Prabhupada. That is the special benediction of the disciplic succession. One who is situated in the disciplic succession can be understood by the result of his activities. This is always true as far as the activities of the Lord and his devotees are concerned. Therefore, Lord Shiva says, Aradhananam sarvesham, Vishnur aradhanang param, tasmat paratarang devi, Tvadiyanang samarchanam. Of all types of worship, worship of Lord Vishnu is best. And better than the worship of Lord Vishnu is the worship of his devotee, the Vaishnava, Padma Purana. By the grace of Vishnu, a Vaishnava can render better service than Vishnu. That is the special prerogative of a Vaishnava. The Lord actually wants to see his servants work more gloriously than himself. For instance, on the battlefield of Kurukshetra, Sri Krishna provoked Arjuna to fight because all the warriors on the battlefield were to die by Krishna's plan. Krishna himself did not want to take credit. Rather, he wanted Arjuna to take credit. Therefore, he asked him to fight and win fame. Tasmat tvam mutishta yasholabhasva jitva shatrun bhungshva rajyang samridham mayai vaite nihatak purvameva nimittamatrang bhavasavyashachin. Therefore get up, prepare to fight and win glory, conquer your enemies and enjoy a flourishing kingdom. They are already put to death by my arrangement, and you, O Savyasachi, can be but an instrument in the fight. Bhagavad Gita 11:33. Thus, the Supreme Personality of Godhead gives credit to a devotee who performs any heavy task perfectly. Hanumanji, or Varangaji, the servant of Lord Ramachandra, serves as another example. It was Hanumanji who jumped over the sea in one leap and reached the shore of Lanka from the shore of Bharatvarsh. When Lord Ramachandra chose to go there, he paved the way with stones, although by his will the stones were able to float on the sea. If we simply follow Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's instructions and follow in the footsteps of Sri Nityananda Prabhu, this Krishna consciousness movement can advance, and even more difficult tasks can be performed by the preachers remaining faithful to the service of the Lord. This is Srila Prabhupada. He always has the big vision that if we just purify our hearts and follow in the footsteps of Lord Nityananda and carry out his order of distributing his books and giving the message of Krishna to everyone, we can actually change the whole world. And we shouldn't think that it's impossible. Srila Prabhupada would say to us, impossible is the word in the Fool's Dictionary. By Krishna's grace, anything is possible. So Lord Nityananda, even though he's older brother, or Lord Balaram is the older brother, but he takes a position of offering service and support to Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya is in ecstasy and doesn't know, like when he takes sannyas, he doesn't know which way he's going. He wants to go to Vrindavan immediately. But Lord Nityananda very kindly makes arrangement to take him to Advaitacharya's house where he can see Mother Sachi and promise to go stay in Jagannath Puri. So that's another wonderful pastime. He kind of misdirected him and told him that he was walking by the Jamuna River. Later, Lord Advaita Acharya said, well, he was right, because on this side of the river it's the Jamuna, on that side it's Ganges, because they meet at Allahabad. So, but they were still in Shantipur, in West Bengal. The devotees are going there, the devotees are on the yatra now with Vaishasika. Some of you, are you seeing some of the, is everybody seeing some of the pictures and videos from the yatra? It's very nice to go there. We went to the place last year we were there, and we went to that place where, Ulta Danga, I think it's called, in Narissa, where Lord Nityananda broke the danda of Lord Chaitanya. It's a very beautiful place. And just when you're there in these holy places where the pastimes happened, you can see it's like it's real, that this was really, Krishna was really here as Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, really right here in this place, It's very amazing. Nityananda Prabhu replied, O Lord, you are the life and I am the body. There is no difference between the body and the life itself. Jai Shri Radha Madana Mohan, Jai Sri Bhagavan. Text 67. By your inconceivable energy, you can do whatever you like, and whatever you make me do, I do without restriction. Purport. As stated in the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam, Tene Brahma Hridaya Adi Kavaye. Lord Brahma is the first living creature within this universe, and he is also the creator of this universe. How is this possible? Although he is the first living entity, Lord Brahma is not in the category of Vishnu Tattva. Rather, he is part of the Jiva Tattva. Nonetheless, by the grace of the Lord, who instructed him through the heart, Tene Brahma Hrida, Lord Brahma could create a huge universe. Those who are actually pure devotees of the Lord are instructed by the Lord through the heart, where the Lord is always situated. Some of you may know there was one interview that Srila Prabhupada was giving to some reporters, and the reporters were saying, well, how do you know what Krishna wants? And Srila Prabhupada was saying, I don't remember exactly what the question was, but Prabhupada was saying, Krishna tells me. And the reporters were looking puzzled or whatever. So Ramaswar Prabhu sort of intervened and explained, started to explain that Krishna provides the intelligence to understand. And Srila Prabhupada said, no, he tells me directly. Everything is possible for a pure devotee because he acts under the instructions of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Through his inconceivable energy, a pure devotee can perform tasks that are supposed to be very, very difficult. He can perform tasks not even previously performed by the Lord himself. Therefore, Nityananda Prabhu told Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Ye karaha she kori nahi ka niyama. I do not know by what regulative principle I am carrying out this wonderful work, but I know for certain that I will do whatever you desire. Although the Lord wants to give all credit to his devotee, the devotee himself never takes credit, for he acts only under the Lord's direction. Consequently, all credit goes to the Lord. This is the nature of the relationship between the Lord and his devotee. The Lord wants to give all credit to his servant, but the servant does not take any credit, for he knows that everything is carried out by the Lord. Right? Ahankara vimudhatma karta hamiti manyate. The conditioned soul thinks, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Even when the devotees are on book distribution, if they start thinking, oh, I'm distributing so many books, when I get back to the temple, everyone will say, you did such a good job, and everything. Then, when you start thinking like that, usually everything goes wrong. Because you lose your connection, you lose your when you're thinking that I'm here as an instrument of Srila Prabhupada and Lord Chaitanya and Lord Nityananda, and I'm doing this service, and you're just in ecstasy, and you want to take nothing for yourself and give everything to them and to help the people, introduce the people to them, then people realize that you're very happy, and they feel very happy in your presence, and they take the books, and they want to see what you've got, they want to get some of that makes you so happy like that. So that acting as an instrument of Krishna is a very important principle, without false ego, without a sense of being the, Ma karma pala hetur bhur, ma te sangostu karmani. You have to do your duty, but you can't think that I'm the cause of the results. In this way, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu embraced Nityananda Prabhu and bade him farewell. He then bade farewell to all the other devotees. So I thought that part, even though it's not one of these pastimes where Lord Nityananda does wonderful things and stuff, I thought it was disclosing the mind of the Lord, the two Lords, how they're discussing with one another, and how dear it was to Lord Chaitanya, this preaching mission, this actual Lord Chaitanya, as we know from the Adi Lila, Lord Chaitanya came for different reasons, some of them internal reasons, some of them external reasons. He wanted to see himself, Krishna, the way Radharani sees him, and taste the sweetness of her love. And, he wanted to, that with this internal, understanding of putting himself in the position of Radharani and his devotee. But he was also the external reasons that he came to deliver all the living entities. He's the Yuga avatar for this age, and he came to preach the Yuga Dharma of chanting Hare Krishna and Harinama Sankirtan. And we shouldn't neglect that. That's very, very important. And that's our duty. By doing our duty, just like Lord Chaitanya told Lord Nityananda to remain in Bengal, it was hard for the devotees to remain separated from Lord Chaitanya. They wanted to be in his presence. And Srila Prabhupada sometimes also did that. He sent some of his disciples to go preach in some remote location where they wouldn't have, they wouldn't get to be around Srila Prabhupada much and be able to do very much personal service. But it was because Srila Prabhupada was giving them the duty to open up the Krishna consciousness movement in Eastern Europe or, in some of these faraway places. And then one devotee he told later, you thought that I was punishing you. The devotee was his secretary, traveling with him everywhere and typing his letters and, doing everything that he wanted. And then he said, I want you to go to Poland and preach Krishna consciousness, and then later, when the devotee succeeded in preaching there, Srila Prabhupada told him that you thought I was punishing you, you thought I was sending you away, but actually I was giving you this opportunity to be close to me through service. So this is something that we understand, that the service of personal service to the Lord or to the spiritual master is very important. The Vapu service, we have to engage our senses in serving his senses, and we have to learn how to be a servant like that. But also serving his instructions and carrying out his orders is all important. It's most important. There's no point in coming and serving him when what he's really telling you to do is to go preach in Poland. So Lord Chaitanya was doing the equivalent of telling Lord Nityananda that you go establish this movement in Bengal. And Lord Nityananda did so tremendously successfully. We didn't sing that song, Nitai Gunamani. I don't know if anyone sang it before. I noticed when they pulled it up, it was like highlighted, like someone had sung it. But the author of that song says that Lord Nityananda cut a channel from the ocean of love of God, and with that channel he drowned all the inhabitants of Bengal. He just poured the ocean of love of God, the water from the ocean of love of God, and he just flooded. We're having some floods now, isn't it? So he flooded them with love of God, and he said, some people, they couldn't drown, but even they were floating. So this actually happened, and it will happen again. These are the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya. My Lord Nityananda, the jewel of all virtues, Nitai Gunamani. My Lord Nityananda, the jewel of all virtues, has brought the flood of ecstatic love of God that has drowned the entire world, bringing this overwhelming deluge of prema. When he returned to Bengal from Jagannath Puri on Lord Chaitanya's order, Nitai has inundated the assembly of devotees. The fallen non-devotees did not drown, however, but remained floating on that ecstatic ocean. Lord Nityananda freely offered this exalted prema, which is difficult for Lord Brahma to attain, even to the fallen and wretched souls who did not desire it. The ocean of mercy had formerly been sealed tight, but Nitai cut a channel in its boundary to allow the great flooding waves of nectarian prema to splash from house to house. Lochan Das says, whoever has not worshipped my Nitai or taken advantage of this excellent opportunity offered by him knowingly commits suicide. Jai. Remarks, extra information. What do they say? Anyway, okay, this song was featured in Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's compilation, Sri Shanada Gita Chintamani. So any questions or discussion so far about what we've been discussing about Lord Nityananda, or any questions at all about Lord Nityananda, or thoughts or realizations, reactions, reflections? We like to keep the energy flowing. Yes, Gandharvika. Where's the... Okay.
Thank you, Prabhu, for reading the purport to the last song, like how it is said that the materialists live on the surface, but only the fortunate souls drowned. And I'm also thinking how it's relevant, even like if we come to temple and we take part, but unless Nitai's mercy is there, we can't go deeper into our realizations. We'll remain on the surface for many lifetimes. So that was a nice point. And I was also surprised for the two purports that you read and highlighted how the devotees do much more than even what the Lord did. I always think that there is no way we can get bhakti by our own credits, because it requires a lot of pious activities and austerities that are performed in previous lives. But how Prabhupada once said that he made a qualification. So I really feel grateful for that. Thank you for reading those purports. And I always had this question, Prabhu. I'm not sure it's relevant or not, but I just thought I'll ask you. Why is it that Nityananda, the Balram and all this, is, the Sesha form, right? Is the snake is always we consider, like in this world, like envious and all those things. But why does Krishna's in Krishna's he sleeps on the snake bed? And what is there any significance to that? Like, why do we say like that?
I'm sure there is, but I don't have any realization about why a snake is... usually envious, but this snake is very special. He's a transcendental snake, isn't he? Lord Shankarshan, Sesha, Ananta Sesha Naga. Oh, I thought someone was raising her hand, but that's a good question. I hadn't thought of that before, because generally, there was a pastime when Srila Prabhupada didn't spend a lot of time with Bhaktisiddhanta personally, and he was there and he had his pharmacy in Allahabad and he was helping the devotees and everything. Or I don't know what the time frame, but at one time he was with Bhaktisiddhanta and there was a poisonous snake that some devotees had found, and Bhaktisiddhanta immediately ordered them kill it. And then Srila Prabhupada was surprised because he thought, a saintly person doesn't kill a living entity. Then he was reading Srimad Bhagavatam, and in the pastime of Prahlad Maharaj in the 7th canto, there was this verse that said, a saintly person does not become disturbed, or rather becomes happy when poisonous snakes and spiders and other dangerous, poisonous animals are killed, envious animals are killed. So that's like that. But even though Seshanaga takes the form of this terrible multi-hooded cobra, and even though at the time of devastation the fire comes out of his mouth and he burns up the whole universe, but he's always being worshipped by Lord Shiva, and even so, he's perfectly pure and transcendental and completely in the mode of goodness, and there's nothing envious about him at all, like an ordinary snake, but I don't know the answer. And when Lord Balaram left, someone has some more comment, but when Lord Balaram left the planet, he manifested a giant white snake out of his mouth, and then he rode that snake out beyond the horizon. Yes, go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat. Thank you for the beautiful sermon today. I actually came in late, and the moment I came in, I realized that I am missing really something. That was the shock, first shock. And in the brief moments that I've been here, the amount of nectar that's been going on, I seem afflicted by spiritual diabetes. I can't take it because I'm a fallen soul, but the amount of nectar that's coming out is stupendous. So thank you for that.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah.
And I think I might hazard a...
You're taking it anyway, because you're having that experience. So the more we surrender to Prabhupada's order, and in fact his mission to distribute Krishna consciousness, and primarily through distributing books, then we'll feel that ecstasy very deeply, more and more.
Thank you. Prabhu, I'm fallen soul, but maybe with even the limited knowledge, I can hazard a guess on why snake in particular. So snake in India is actually supposed to keep a money gem, right?
Mm-hmm.
So probably the best spiritual money that's possible is Vishnu or Krishna himself.
Yeah.
Right? So maybe that could potentially be a reason. But I don't
he
know.
has a jewel on his head. Jai.
Sorry. Thank you. Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
this is the best jewel. Nitai Guna Mani. Anything else? So we'll ask you all to pray that Lord Nityananda will manifest here in this ISKCON of Silicon Valley. We have Dhameshwar Mahaprabhu holding out his hands, giving the mercy out like that. But in most of the temples in ISKCON, the Prabhupada started with Gaur-Nitai. Other devotees in other movements and things, Bhaktivinoda Thakur had Gaur Gadadhar deities and things, but Prabhupada gave us Gaur-Nitai deities. To start a temple, we would get Gaur-Nitai deities. In fact, one time Srila Prabhupada even told the devotees they could distribute Gaur-Nitai deities to people. I don't know the whole story, but they made these little deities and they said, these are special gods, and they'll give you very good luck if you put them in their home and give them water every day. And you could just take them out on the street on Venice Beach or something and say, do you want to have good fortune? Please take these, statues home and give them a little fruit every day and a little water or something like that. Because Gaur-Nitai is so merciful that they don't accept any offenses. Radha Krishna deities, they accept some offenses. The Jagannath is also, they accept all offenses. Jagannath is also merciful. He accepts the little offenses. 80%, Lord Jagannath accepts 80%.
If my memory serves, Radha Krishna 100% and Lord Jagannath 80%, but
Jai Gaurnitai.
Gaurnitai, no offense.
So that's very important. When Lord Krishna was present, he spoke Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, but he said, first of all, you surrender to me, and then I will protect you. But people were still fallen, and Advaita Acharya prayed that unless Lord Chaitanya comes personally, how will the people actually make any benefit? Then Lord Chaitanya came to give this very special prema that's not available anywhere else. This very special Goloka prema that is very especially sweet and intimate, the Vrindavan prema. And Lord Nityananda was his general that he sent especially to the area in Bengal, and there are still millions of devotees there. Of course, many of them, Bhaktivinoda Thakur talked about, there are different Apasampradayas and so forth. But, he established there were millions of devotees there, and he didn't consider, like Srila Prabhupada was saying, that Lord Chaitanya's devotees were very socially high-class people. Rupa Sanatana Goswami, even though they were fallen because they were serving a Muslim king, but they were from the community of very high brahmanas, and they were prime ministers to the king. They were very special people. Prakashananda, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya had 60,000 disciples. He was the biggest scholar in India. He was the guru of the king of Orissa. But Lord Nityananda went to common people, everyone, to the common people's home. And following his footsteps, Srila Prabhupada brought this Krishna consciousness to people outside of Hindu culture, outside of India, to Africa. When we went to Africa, Prabhupada said, no, you must don't just go to the Indian families and make life membership. You have to go to the black Africans and get them to chant Hare Krishna and become devotees. That was Prabhupada's instruction. And he came here to America. There weren't Indian families. He wasn't coming to start a temple and have a Indian congregation of, he was coming to actually convince the Americans and the Europeans and Australians and boys and girls all over the world to take up this Krishna consciousness and change the whole civilization to accept this Krishna consciousness. And when the reporter asked him when he came to London in the airport, why have you come here? He said, I've come to remind you of what you've forgotten. And then the reporter said, what is that? And he said, that is God. You have forgotten God. I've come to remind you. So really, he's coming to remind us, not just God, but Sri Krishna, Lord Chaitanya, and this is Lord Nityananda's mission, this preaching, this very bold and it's Prabhupada's mercy. Prabhupada is extending Lord Nityananda's mercy, and he's doing it in a big way through his book distribution. So we should be very convinced about this book distribution and take it up. And you feel it. If you read Vaishesika's book, the beginning of the book is about chronicles, and he talks about the experience of the book distributors and how they just felt so happy doing it. They didn't know a lot about the Srimad Bhagavatam or about anything, but they could just feel that by pleasing Srila Prabhupada, they were becoming really, really happy and intoxicated with this energy like that. So we should become intoxicated. Lord Balaram, sometimes he drinks the honey Varuni beverage and he becomes a little intoxicated. So we should become intoxicated with this Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna.
Already told you. Oh.
जय श्री नित्यानंद राम की, श्री श्री गौर निताय की, श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन की। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्ण पृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी इति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी वसत्यादेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. सचिनंदन गौर हरि नादिया बिहारी श्री गौर हरि नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल जय नित्यानंद राम जय नित्यानंद राम नित्यानंद राम जय नित्यानंद राम जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद So now we're going to sing this bhajan, Akruranath Paramananda Nityananda Rai. Akruranath Paramananda Nityananda Rai. Akruranath Paramananda Nityananda Rai. अभिमान शून्य निताय नगरे बेडाय अभिमान शून्य निताय नगरे बेडाय अक्रोध परमानंद नित्यानंद राय अक्रोध परमानंद नित्यानंद राय अभिमान शून्य निताय नगरे बेडाय आदम पतित जीव द्वारे द्वारे किया आदम पतित जीव द्वारे द्वारे किया हरि नाम महामंत्र दीछे न बिलाया हरि नाम महामंत्र दीछे न बलिया जारे देखे तारे काहे दंते तृणधारी जारे देखे तारे काहे दंते तृणधारी अमर खिनियलह बाला गौर हरि बल गौर हरि अक्रोध परमानंद नित्यानंद राय अक्रोध परमानंद नित्यानंद राय अभिमान शून्य निताय नगरे बेदाय अभिमान शून्य निताय नगरे बेदाय बलि नित्यानंद भूमि गाड़ी जाया बलि नित्यानंद भूमि गाड़ी जाया सोनारा पर्वत जेना धूले ते लठोया सोनारा पर्वत जेना धूला ते लठोया अक्रोध परमानंद नित्यानंद राय अक्रोध परमानंद नित्यानंद राय अभिमान शून्य निताय नगर बेदाय शून्य निताय नागरे बेदाय हे न अवतार जाराती न जन्मीला हे न अवतार जाराती न जन्मीला लोचने बलई से पापी एला रगेला लोचन बल से पापी एला आय रगेला अक्रोध परमानंद नित्यानंद राय हरिबो अक्रोध परमानंद नित्यानंद राय अक्रोध परमानंद नित्यानंद राय अभिमान शून्य निताय नगर बेदाय अभिमान शून्य निताय नगर बेदाय जय नित्यानंद राम जय नित्यानंद राम नित्यानंद राम जय नित्यानंद राम जय नित्यानंद राम जय नित्यानंद राम नित्यानंद राम जय नित्यानंद राम Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare Gauranga 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 Nityananda 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 Gauranga Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Gauranita Jaya Gauranita Gauranita Jaya Gauranita Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Gaura Hari Bol Nitai Gauri Premanande Hari Hari Bol Shri Shri Gauri Nitai ki Shri Nityananda Balaram ki Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan Mahaprabhu ki Gaur Premanande
जय नित्यानंद त्रयोदशी महोत्सव की हरे कृष्णा जय राधा मदन मोहन की गौर निताई की निशिंगदेव भगवान की जय श्रील प्रभुपाद की हरे कृष्णा Now we are going to start Gaur Arati, so please everybody stand up and Kiba Jayo Jayo Gora Chader Arati Ko Shobha Kiba Jayo Jayo Gora Chader Arati Ko Shobha Jano Bitat Bane Jagamanalobha Dokhine Nitai Chand Bame Gadadharo নিকটে অদ্বৈত শ্রীনি বাস ছত্রধর বসিয়াছেন গোরাচার রত্ন সিংহাসনে আরতি করেন ব্রহ্মা আদি দেবগণে আরতি করেন ব্রহ্মা আদি দেবগণে নর হরিয়াদি করি চামর দোলায় সঞ্জয় মুকুন্দ বাসু ঘোষাদি গায় সঞ্জয় মুকুন্দ বাসু ঘোষাদি গায় শঙ্খ বাজে ঘণ্টা বাজে বাজে করতালো মধুর মৃদঙ্গ বাজে পরম রসালো বহু কোটি চন্দ্র যিনি বদন উজ্জ্বল গল দেশে বনমালা করে ঝলমল শিব সুখ নারদ প্রেমে গদ গদ ভকতি বিনোদ দেখে গৌরর সম্পদ হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে 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 রাম 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 হরে হরে Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Nityananda Ram, Jayo Nityananda Ram. Nityananda Ram, Jayo Nityananda Ram. Nityananda Ram, Eko Chakradham. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. I'll just go rather. Jayo Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Mohan Radhe.
Damodar Prabhu will lead the nursing arti.
Okay.
You can give Damodar.
Jayo Radha Madan Mohan Radha Madan Mohan Radhe. Jayo Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Ram. Jayo Nityananda Ram, Jayo Nityananda Ram, Nityananda Ram, Jayo Nityananda Ram. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Gurudev. जय राधा मदन मोहन की, जय निशिंगदेव भगवान की, गौर निताई की, हरे कृष्णा.
Akruranath Prabhu.
Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Priya Rajakacharya Stottara Satta Shri Shrimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Priya Rajakacharya Stottara Satta Shri Shrimad His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasari Gaura Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gop Gopinath Sham Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Ki Jai. Shri Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Shri Mayapur Navadvip Dham Ki Jai. Shri Jagannath Ki Jai. Gangamai Jamunamai Ki Jai. Tulsi Devi Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Samaveta Bhaktivinoda Ki Jai. Transcendental Appearance Day of Lord Nityananda Ram Ki Jai. Nityananda Ram Ki Jai. ISKCON Silicon Valley Yatra Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Madana Mohan Ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Ki Jai. Shri Shri Lakshmi Nrsimhadev Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga. Hari Hari Bol. Respect.
Thank you so much. Very happy to be back here. We wanted to dedicate today's Narsinghadev prayer for all the devotees who go out for book distribution and Sankirtan. Very well, we are very lucky to have expansion of Lord Nityananda in the form of Lord Anantadev residing and covering Lord Narsinghadev. Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. Prahlad Lad Daine. Prahlad Lad Daine.
हिरण्याकाशे पूर्वक्षः हिरण्याकाशे पूर्वक्षः शीलटङ्का नखालाये शीलटङ्का नखालाये इतो नरसिंहा परतो नरसिंहो इतो नरसिंहा परतो नरसिंहो यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंहा यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंहा बहे नरसिंहो हृदये नरसिंहो बहे नरसिंहो हृदये नरसिंहो नारसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपते ओ नारसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपते तव करकमलवरे नाखां अद्भुत सिंगां दत्ता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गा केशवदीता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय नरदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे केशव सॉरी तव करकमलवरे नाखां अद्भुत सिंगां दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गां केशवदीता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय अनंत जय लक्ष्मी नरसिंह जय अनंत देव Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे भक्ति विघ्न विनाशक भगवान लक्ष्मी नरसिंह देव की जय। भक्त श्रोमणी शिला प्रहलाद महाराज की जय।
हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 Hare Hare. We welcome everyone to this very special occasion, celebrating the appearance day of Lord Nityananda at ISKCON of Silicon Valley. This marks the beginning of the festival season for 2017. Is that right? This is the first festival of 2017. Although a relatively short, but it has been an extremely sweet festival, especially because of all of you coming here tonight to make this gathering very special, and even more so by the wonderful reading that was by His Grace Akruranath Prabhu from the Chaitanya. I especially liked the reason for Akruranath Prabhu's choosing of the passage that he chose, or the section that he chose from the Chaitanya Charitamrita. It's not necessarily exhibiting some extraordinary. Way too excited. Did they get some sweets already? Not yet, okay. The sweets are well under control. But thinking of sweets reminds us again of the sweet nectarian pastime that we heard today, not necessarily exhibiting extraordinary pastimes of Lord Nityananda, but that which revealed the internal mood of service of Lord Nityananda to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It was extremely wonderful and inspiring. It exemplifies how we should be cultivating our mood in Krishna consciousness. Thank you once again, Akruranath Prabhu. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Also wonderful bhajan led by Priya Kishori earlier today. Thank you. Bishwapati Prabhu for the and Kirtan during Aarti. Hare Krishna. And Damodar Vamshidhari Prabhu is back. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Newcomers, those who are here for the first time on this auspicious occasion. Any first time? I do see one Prabhu, elderly Prabhu at the back. Over here, several young newcomers. At least they would like to think themselves to be. Yes, we do have one more. Hare Krishna, welcome. Hope you like the program, and we look forward to seeing you here on a regular basis. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Quick festival announcements. Okay, Jagrini Mataji has something to say. Hare Krishna.
Thanks, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. I just wanted to give everybody an update on sons that are coming to our temple. For those of you who don't already know, they're being carved in Mumbai, and they're supposed to be coming here in May. So we're going to have beautiful, beautiful new altars for the deities. That's what Akruranath Prabhu was referring to. We're praying for the advent of Gauranitai, possibly, at some point. We will have room on our new altars. I wanted to give everybody, since it's only a couple of months away, I wanted to give everybody a last opportunity to purchase a tile that we're planning to install at the feet of the deities. We've got 30 so far. I think we have 30 or 40 more to go. But once the altars are installed, we can't add any more. For any of you who would like to purchase a tile that goes to the cost of the altars, it's an opportunity that only comes around once, because these are the kind of altars you never need to replace. So the tiles are $2,000. They're bigger than the... Maybe. But they're bigger than the tiles on the wall. You can put your whole family on there. You can name your whole family on there, and they'll be permanently installed at the feet of the deities. If we ever end up moving to a bigger location, which we might end up having to do someday, we're arranging it that these will come with us, so we wouldn't put them into the floor where we couldn't bring them along. So they'll be permanently at the feet of Shri Radha Madan Mohan. The other thing if anybody right now, it's a very auspicious day to give donations. So anybody wants to purchase a tile now that hasn't already done it? Anybody? John, can you, Damodar Prabhu, here, you take this. $2,000. Srinivas Jagannath Prabhu. Thank you so much, Prabhu. Whoever buys one, you give the information to Damodar Prabhu. He'll take down your names, and then when the time comes, you tell me what you want in your file, and we'll do that for you. Anybody else? Prabhu? Trisha Prabhu, thank you so much. Haribol, Prabhu. Venkatesh Prabhu, thank you so much. Are you going to buy one? Two? Check with Bali Mardan Prabhu. No, come on, kids. Somebody else? Well, anyway, you have until May to make this donation. It's a wonderful opportunity. You don't get to build many Sringasans very often, so thank you very much for that. One other announcement. Anybody here who's a parent, we're having a special meeting on Sunday before the program, the Sunday Feast program. It starts at 2 o'clock. It's for an hour. And it's going to be a wonderful meeting to give all of you for the kids all the way up until they're grown up. So it's a real important meeting. I urge all of you to please come. We want these kids to, grow and stay with us forever. So please come to the time goes by really quickly, so when I say 2 o'clock, if you come at 2:15, 2:30, then you're going to miss a lot. So Sunday, 2 p.m., please everyone come that has kids, okay? Or wants kids, or plans to have kids. All right, thank you very much. Is it mandatory for the parents? We're saying it's mandatory for the parents. For the parents of the kids of the Sunday school, it's mandatory. Anybody here planning to come already? Okay, we want really good attendance. It's important, and you'll all be happy you came. Thank you very much. Jai Lord Nityananda.
Hare Krishna. So we are very happy today celebrating Lord Nityananda's appearance day with us. And it's the middle of the week, and you are here. It shows your devotion and love towards ISV as well as your devotion towards Lord Nityananda. And Lord Nityananda is very merciful. He gives all. So we need your help also to support the ISV's main goal is to give the mercy to each and everyone. So let's pray today, not just for us, but everyone else that we come across and each of our friends. And that's all I will say. But we have wonderful festival that's been put together by our own devotees. So I won't name them, but I will just mention the teams and their leads that who makes this festival very beautiful and colorful. So we'd like to thank, you can clap all in the end. Let me just mention all the names. We want to, is Braja here? We want to acknowledge Braja Vilasini, who has a 1.5-year-old son, and her team, who also has the team mothers. There are lots of mothers in there, and they all have a little baby. So we want to actually thank them to come and spend all evening yesterday till 11 p.m. to do the wonderful decoration. And devotees who did the shopping and chopping and cleaning, and everyone who came forward and helped us, thank you very much. And also tonight is a weeknight, and we want to help all the cleaners. So everyone, please come forward and go out of your way and help out for 20 to 30 minutes to do the cleaning. So everyone, we can wrap up and everyone can get home on decent time. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
A very important aspect of any festival is prasadam, and we'd like to thank all the cooks headed by Hansapriya Mataji for a wonderful feast that's waiting. We also have one sponsor, at least one confirmed sponsor for tonight's feast. Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. Vinay Prabhu and Shilpa Mataji, they are sponsoring tonight's feast. Not only did they stay late last night to help with the decoration, but they're also sponsoring tonight's feast. Damodar Vamshidhari, Vasudev and Unnati are also sponsoring. Hare Krishna. Dilip Bhai Patel Prabhu, thank you, also sponsoring tonight's feast. Just to let you know, the sponsorship is only for $301 for a festival. Partial sponsor from Balimardan Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Any more hand raises? Siddhkata Prabhu, partial sponsor from Siddhkata Prabhu and family, Hare Krishna. Approved? Approved? Not approved? He has enough balance in his piggy bank. Okay. Aprame, thank you. Hare Krishna. Bihari and family. He never does anything small. Okay, $9,700 matched by Apple, so that becomes 19,000. Yes, okay. 2-time match, 3-time match. There is some strange mathematics here, but $27,000 it seems. Mayapur Bihari Prabhu and family. Jai Hare Krishna. Apple special scheme. Please talk to 1:3. My God. Okay. Okay. Please talk to Mayapur Bihari Prabhu if you'd like to get more assistance on that. But with that, let's go to honor prasadam after singing prasadam prayers. Please be mindful tonight, so we do not want to disturb our neighbors. Bring back your prasadam plates and let's sit down comfortably and honor prasadam in the temple room. Is that okay? And at least half of you are staying back for cleaning, right? Can I count on you? Okay. Let's sing all together. Sharira Vidyajal Jodendriya Tahe Kal Jive Pele Vishaya Sagore Ar Madhe Jivayati Lobho Moy Sudurmati Take jeta kathina samsare Krishna baradayamoy Kori bare jivajay Swaprasad anna dilo bhai Say annamrita pao Radha Krishna guna gao Preme dako Sri Chaitanya Nitai Preme dako Sri Chaitanya Nitai Mahaprasade Govinde Namo Brahmani Vaishnave Svalpa Punyavatam Rajan Vishwaso Nijayate Prasade Sarva Dukkhanam Hani Raso Pujayate Prasanna Cheto Suyashu Buddhi Paryavatishthate Bhagavad Shri Mahaprasad ki. Please come and take prasadam. Hare Krishna.